Good morning, dear students. Now, in human physiology, in human alimentary canal, the next topic is digestive glands. First, we have divided human alimentary canal into two parts, the ducts or alimentary canal and then digestive glands. Now we will discuss all the glands which are associated with human alimentary canal in detail. A gland is a structure from where certain secretion are added to the food. These glands generally release enzymes required for the process of digestion in human being. The first gland that we have to discuss is salivary gland. There are three pair of salivary gland in human being, namely one pair is parotid gland present in upper jaw near cheek. Here in cheek it is present, that is called as parotid gland. Below in lower jaw there are sublingual, which is just below the tongue, and then submaxillary gland is present in lower jaw. Here you can see in upper jaw, this one is called as parotid gland, which opens in third molar. If some infection occurs in opening of this gland, the disease is called as mumps. Then in lower jaw, this gland is called as submaxillary, while another one is called as sublingual, which is just below the tongue. Thus, three pair of salivary gland are present in human beings. All these three pair of gland secrete saliva, that is parotid gland, sublingual gland and submaxillary gland. Their secretion is called as saliva. Saliva mainly contain two enzymes. One of them is called as salivary amylase, which converts starch into maltose, and another is lysozyme, which kills the bacteria of food. Moreover, the saliva lubricates the food and makes the swallowing of food easier, as well as it keeps the oral cavity moist so that the mouth may not, or the buccal cavity may not get dry. The second gland is stomach. Stomach is also called as, it contains gastric glands. Gastric glands are innumerable, microscopic, simple and tubular gland in the wall of stomach. There are three common type of glands present in the gastric gland, namely peptic cells, then oxygentic cells and mucus cells. I repeat, peptic cells, oxygentic cells and mucus glands. Mucus. Let us discuss one by one all of them. First one are peptic cells. They are also called chief or zymogen cells and usually basal in location. They produce enzymes. They are responsible for production of enzymes. Second are oxygentic, also called acid or parietal cells, which secrete hydrochloric acid. The third one are called as mucus cells, which add mucus to the gastric juices. All these cells together secrete a secretion which is acidic in nature, and it is also called as gastric juice, whose pH is 2, that is highly acidic, and it contains water, salts, mucin, hydrochloric acid and two proenzymes, also called zymogens, namely prorenin and pepsinogens. The parietal cells also secrete castral's intrinsic gastric factor, which helps in absorption of vitamin B12 in our stomach. The gastric gland also have two less common type of cells, namely called argentaphin cells, that are generally located at the base of glands and secrete serotonin, which is a potent vasoconstrictor, means causes constriction of the vessels like this. And another cell are endocrine cells, which secrete hormones like gastrin. You will be surprised to know gastrin is the hormone secreted in stomach which helps in release of gastric juices. The third gland that we have to discuss is liver. The largest gland, I repeat, largest gland in human body is liver, which is the major gland and which is having various lobes. Liver is the gland which is largest, and its specialty is that it is capable of regeneration. Even only 1/8 part of liver is left, still it can regenerate itself. It is having right lobe and left lobe. Left lobe is comparatively smaller, and two small lobes are called as quadrates lobe and caudate lobes. Liver contain phagocytic cells called Kupffer cells. The major function of liver is it produces bile by destruction of worn out RBC. It is also having various roles that we will discuss in detail in coming lectures. Then we come to pancreas. Pancreas is second largest gland in our body. It is a dual gland. Dual gland means it plays both exocrine as well as endocrine role. As far as its exocrine role is concerned, it secretes digestive enzyme, while its endocrine role is it secretes hormones also. The exocrine part secretes juices called pancreatic juices, which contain various enzymes like lipases, like chymotrypsin, like trypsinogen, and various other enzymes. While endocrine part of pancreas secretes various hormones like insulin, like glucagon, etc. So these are hormones secreted by pancreas. Pancreas can be called as second largest gland. Its secretion in process of digestion are called as pancreatic juices. I repeat, pancreatic juices are rich in enzymes, and these enzymes mainly include trypsinogen, chymotrypsin, procarboxypeptidase, pancreatic amylases, nucleases, and lipases enzyme. These enzymes mainly work in alkaline medium, and the medium is made alkaline by secretion of small intestine, and the secretion of small intestine are named as succus entericus, or the juice secreted by small intestine is generally called as succus entericus, which is rich in bicarbonate ions, which provide alkaline medium required for functioning of pancreatic juices and pancreatic enzymes. So the last gland is small intestine or intestinal glands. Intestinal glands specially contain crypts of Leverkusen and Brunner's gland. The secretion of intestine is together called intestinal juice, also called succus entericus, which contains many enzymes including aminopeptidases, dipeptidases, intestinal amylases, maltase, sucrase, lactase, isomaltase, limit dextrinase, and intestinal lipases, along with nucleotidase and nucleosidase. The functioning of these various enzymes we will discuss in the physiology of digestion process. Here once again we recapitulate the 5 major glands associated with human alimentary canal, which include 3 pairs of salivary glands, namely parotid, sublingual and submaxillary. Then gastric glands, which are having secretion of gastric juices. Then liver, pancreas, and intestinal glands. This is all about the various glands associated with human alimentary canal. In the next coming lecture, we'll discuss about physiology of digestive system, that is the process of digestion. Thank you.